to make the out. Nice play out there in center field.
And we'll watch this nice play by Jessica one more time as Tara goes down and gets it.
Yes, she does.
Whoa.
And then show the umpire you've got the ball. Good job.
Misty Lindemoon up with one out here in the top of the first inning. Rule the pitcher. Their battery mate is Christy Melton. High fly ball, left center field. Left fielder coming out with a snow cone job there, but the catch is made, and there's two away. The play made by the left fielder, Ashley Adams. The center fielder, Jessica Boyes, are already mentioned, and Jackie Batcha in right field. Here's the batting order. Kate Cohagen, then you got Groves on deck, Garnett, Sonnenberg, Mulheron, Amaya, and Nagel. Pitch is ball one. First base, Lauren Petrick. Second baseman is Abby Wilburn. The shortstop is Brandy Rogers, and the third baseman is Hannah White. So now you're all caught up, and we're ready to see what Ms. Cohagen can do as she takes ball two. What can you tell us, Rock, about Amber?
Amber is one of the better pitchers that we have in the league. The Mustangs have a couple of different pitchers that they can throw at any time. See, she comes on, retires the side, nice and easy, 1, 2, 3. Shows the value of a good outfield, too, because the first two hitters made those nice, long, high pop-ups, and the outfielders just ran them down.
Any special rules we should know about in this game?
No, the only things to really keep in mind is 80 minutes is the time limit. No inning can start after 80 minutes, unless, of course, the score is tied. And they are allowed to score 6 runs per inning or per half inning, and only just lost the train of thought. I hate when that happens.
Have a run rule?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
isn't that the truth? Yeah, 8-run rule after 5 if one team is ahead by 8 or more after 5 complete innings, or 4.5 if it's the home team. Then the game is over.
Then you see Nikki Arnett loosening up here. What can you tell us about her, Rock?
Nikki throws the ball hard. She's got good movement. She places the ball well, and so she should keep the hitters off balance a little bit.
Take a look at that Mustang lineup. Rule Wilburn. Hannah White will hit third. Petrick, the cleanup hitter. Then it's Rogers, Bowie, Batcha, Melton, and Adams.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be Lauren Petrick. Her sister Carmen played at Mac. Yeah.
Blonde-haired girl.
Yeah. Fine basketball player, yeah.
Yeah, they've been in the league for a long time. Good folks, the Petricks. I was just going to mention, too, my mother is here tonight.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, she's right down in front of us.
Who this softball complex is.
You can just barely see her from our vantage point.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
In the wheelchair down there.
Yeah. Haven't seen your mom in a long time.
Yeah.
It's nice to see her.
She was this evening when I was talking to her last. There we go. There's my mother in the blue in the wheelchair with the little bonnet on.
This is the Marion Hill softball complex, and that was Marion Hill. A woman who so many of these girls owe a lot to, even if they don't know it.
Yeah. Yeah, she just celebrated her 80th birthday in December, and she wanted to say thanks to Bob for the card every year, as do I. I always enjoy those cards.
Do you send her the normal cards, Bob?
It depends on my frame of mind. Rocky's got a birthday coming up on June 1st.
Indeed.
Well, those of us, we look forward to Bob Berry cards, by the way.
Yes, we do.
Close play, but not a chance as Abby Wilburn beats it out. An infield hit for Abby. So there's one out, one on, and Hannah White.
The next time we get back together, Lance, I'm going to have to show you a little note that I got from a former co-worker of mine, George Carlin. Sent him a card on his birthday, May 12th, and he liked it, as only he could do with his little response.
We can only assume what it is. Base hit up the middle. Runner will hold on.
Well,
Throw
that ball
goes to
gets
the-
away.
Through that. Runner moves up to third on the air and a throw.
Fine piece of base running out there. You see the mistake, you take the base that they're going to give you.
Exactly.
So there's an error on the throw by Amy Groves, as to allow the runners to move up. And so you have runners at second and third, one out, and Lauren comes to the plate. Gonna bunt, pulls it back, takes ball one.
Our official scorer tonight told me that a lot of these gals from the Mustangs will be going to attend MacArthur High School in the next semester.
Yep, so things continue to look up for MacArthur.
Nice bunt.
Oh, indecision just
yeah.
kills you sometimes.
Yes, it does.
And look at it, there's no one down at second base.
So the runner moves up. So it's a fielder's choice, no RBI. Just good base running by Wilburn and Petrick as Petrick moves up to second base.
Yeah, and a lack of communication as well, because somebody should have been telling her where the runner was. She was better off just holding the ball and leaving the bases loaded and see what happens.
You know, Nikki Arnett that time was just kind of befuddled. And she's got to shake that off and go back to work. Pitch is fouled off by Brandy Rogers. And that's easier said than done, by the way.
Yes, much
Very
easier.
true.
To shrug it off and go on. One out and a run home. Runners on at second and third. The Mustangs. And Rogers takes the ball down low. One ball, one strike, one out. Here in the bottom of the first. One run is home. So I guess the ones are kind of wild here. Fouled off. Rogers behind in the count now, 1-2. This being taped on May the 17th, and we have a lovely night for softball here. Temperature right around 80 degrees. Wind is coming out of the south, blowing from home plate towards right field at about 15 miles an hour. Into short center field, it drops in, a base hit, one run scores. Here's another runner coming around, the throw is way off, 2 runs come in to score, and moving up is Brandy Rogers on the throw, so she gets 2 RBIs on that base hit.
Amy Groves, the center fielder, is having some problems with her throws.
Yep, she has one error here, and now she had trouble picking that up. And the throw was, as you can see, way off target. And by doing that, she allows the runner to move up to second base. Jessica Bowie. Fouls that one back. Bowie or Bowie, is it?
Bowie, as far as
Bowie, is it?
I have
Okay.
yet to be corrected on that.
There are 2 pronunciations of that.
In this country, almost always, though, it is Bowie, as
Especially,
opposed to David Bowie,
yeah,
the English
Yeah.
performer. Yeah.
especially in this here state, you're
Mhm.
almost
Right.
always going to hear it Bowie.
One
She
hot
read
pass to
it.
shortstop. A base hit. They're going to send the runner. Here comes Rogers. The throw will go to the pitcher, but nobody's there. And as a result, the run moves up. And there's some really bad decisions thus far in the early going
Well,
by the Thunder.
Yeah, the throws by the outfielder. You can't blame the pitcher because she was behind the catcher backing up any
yeah.
throw
Yeah,
that came
like
in
she's
there.
supposed to.
So she was doing what she's supposed to do. Now, what's supposed to happen is the first baseman is supposed to come over to the pitcher's mound.
To be the cutoff.
Exactly right, and she wasn't there.
Why wouldn't you throw it to the shortstop then? You throw it to the next base. So a bad start for the Thunder here. They're quickly behind 4-0, and was it one more run and that's
Two. No,
two
six
more.
runs.
Six runs. Downstairs. What's the records of these two clubs, Rock?
Coming into the game, actually, both of them are undefeated.
Oh.
And they both played some pretty good close ball games against other teams. But as we've seen in the past, all it takes is a mistake here or there, and a good team is going to capitalize on it.
And that's what the Mustangs have been doing on that pass ball.
There you go.
Bowie down to third base. Yeah.
So now any kind of ball on the ground scores a run virtually. And then right down the pike on 3-0. Interesting how she's got that back of her jersey tied together in the back there, Bob. And on Ms. Arnett, the pitcher. You can kind of see it in your screen there. Gonna bunt, pulls it back, called strike. And the count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third base. 4 runs are home here in the bottom half of the first. There's the Mustangs, off to a good start. Very close stance by Jessica Batcha. Little ground ball to the third baseman. Can't pick it up. Runner will beat it out. It's an error. Run scores. Give Jackie Batcha an RBI.
And Jessica Bowie really helps her teammate here because she breaks for the plate. And the third baseman sees that, takes her eye off the ball momentarily.
Yep.
And then when she puts it back on the ball, the glove and the ball do not meet.
Distracted her a bit.
Exactly. Good aggressive base running.
Now Christy Melton is up in a 5-0 ball game. We are close to getting that 6th run across here.
Yeah.
See if Miss Batcha decides to run. She does not. And strike 1. Melton, the catcher, looks down for a sign. Still only 1 out here. And 64 minutes remaining in this contest. Up and away, evens a count at a ball and a strike. Christy, one of those girls who will be attending MacArthur next year. Ground ball to short. They'll go for 1. They get that. The relay is late. But they get the leading lady, and there's 2 away.
Made the smart play. Go ahead and get your
Get the force. Yeah, get the short toss, which she did.
And even though the throw is off target, it is not an error because you can never assume a double play. 2 out now, runner at first. And Ashley Adams is the 9th hitter to hit in this inning. Pitch is called a strike. Like one of those major league strikes there, Bob. Let her hide the jobbies.
Ashley is another one that's going to be attending MacArthur next year.
Ground ball foul.
They're going to have a heck of a freshman team.
No, what? Oh, she left early, I think is what they're saying, the runner.
The runner cannot leave the base before the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, and apparently she did, and that cost the Mustangs, but they do score 5 times in the first innings.
So Ashley will be the leadoff batter for the Mustangs in the next inning, as that is a dead ball. If we get a chance, I was just going to state, too, my father also is here, sitting down there next to my mother now. He's going to be, what, 78 a week from Saturday.
Really?
And as many people know, and maybe not all do, but yeah, there's my dad in the light blue to the right of my, or to
Wearing
my
the
mother's
white
left.
cap. Uh-huh.
Yeah, stage right. But my mother and my father, Jim and Marion Hill, founded or co-founded the IGSL back in the summer of 1960. They noticed that boys had activities in the summertime that girls did not, and my sister at the time was about 11, 12 years old and had nothing to do during the summer. So they got an organization together, a whole bunch of folks, they along with our next door neighbor, Francis Dodson, and they founded this IGSL, had 4 teams the first year. And
Here we are 41 years
here we
later.
are, yeah, 41 years later. We've
It'll
got
never
over 50.
last, Rocky. It'll never. And I'm
Still
sure
go-
people told your folks that,
yeah,
this
well,
isn't gonna last.
Yeah, it's girls. You know, it's girls. What can you,
Right.
you know? But
Well, and remember,
And that
too,
was-
that this is a time, long before political correctness in this country, too.
right, true.
Long before women were burning their bras or demanding equal pay for equal work. And, these are all things that have come about
Yeah.
very slowly in this country.
Yep, it
Yeah.
was a different era, no doubt about it. How old will your father be on his
He'll
birthday?
be 78.
78.
A mere youngster.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and mother was just 80 in December.
First pitch to Amy Groves, ball 1 here in the top half of the second. It'll be Amy Groves, Nikki Arnett, and Randy Sonberg. My dad's getting ready to celebrate birthday number 89, in fact.
Wow.
Called strike.
It's hard for me to believe my parents are as old as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I guess what's more strange for me is to think that my brother is a grandfather. Now
Pitch up high and away.
Is he really?
And that's the one that gets me. My parents, I always knew were old. But my brother.
Yeah, wow.
Well, that's how great many things are started. This by people like your parents, Rock, who just have a little bit of gumption and a little bit of, chutzpah to say, look, we're going to do this, and they get it done.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's amazing how it caught on and how strong it still is. And not only here, but all across the country. And softball is
Pitches up high, 3-2.
it's a tremendous sport.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, now you've got girls who played this who are grandmothers. So
More importantly, you've got girls who play this who have gotten college scholarships,
Yes.
free educations. Boy, there's a lot to be said for that.
Yes.
And Amy Groves gets a K, and there's one away.
Now batting Nikki Arnett.
Nikki Arnett, the pitcher, will get a chance to come in and take some whacks at the Amber Rule, who thus far has set down the first 4 who have come to bat against her. Just a bit up high. Amber really got some oomph on her
Yeah, yes,
pitches
she
there.
did. And that just reminded me, I coached Amber's aunt about 10, 15 years ago. Jennifer Foster was one of my favorite kids years ago.
Evens the count at a ball and a strike with that foul. We're in the top of the second. A little let up that time.
Nice
Called strike,
pitch.
and really looked like this kind of froze Nikki at the plate. That's the mark of a good changeup. Tried for the corner, and it evens the count at 2-2. So it looks like Amber knows a thing or two about pitching.
Yes, she does.
Really crowds that plate with that closed stance. Ground ball to short, deep in the hole. Long throw for Rogers. Not going to get her. It's a base hit.
Yeah, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. That's a nice, strong throw.
Going to watch it again here. A hard hit ball,
Yeah,
but it goes in the
good
hole.
hit in the hole.
That's one of those could have been a hit or an error, actually.
Yep.
We'll give her a hit. And Randy Sonnenberg will come to the plate. Fouls that one off.
Yeah,
Really got around quick
she
on that.
got around on that. You know, talk about some quick bat speed.
We're taping this the night after the Rangers' Alex Rodriguez had a near cycle. He let off the game, had a home run, then he had a double, then he had a triple, and his last time up, he hit a ground ball that the third baseman booted. They gave him properly an error, but a lot of people booed. They wanted to give him the base hit for the cycle. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, and he kind of chuckled out there too. And
It was a pretty obvious error, but
yep.
yeah, it's still one of those little things in baseball you don't get to see often, and you hope you're there at the stadium. You want to see it. Oh, that was a beautiful love.
Nasty.
Well, it gives her the big motion, and then she just throws the,
Yep.
half pitch there.
Just
And
floats it up there.
second strikeout for Amber Rule, and there's 2 away, and Randy McLaren steps up to the plate. Or Mulheron, I'm sorry. Can't even read my own writing. Or his writing, I don't know.
Yeah, why should you take the fall?
Exactly. I can just work for the FBI and blame someone else.
That's right.
Throw down to first
That
base,
was
but
close.
the umpire says she pushed her off the base.
Well,
And that's a good call, actually.
yeah, she did.
By the way, Scott Humma is the base umpire here tonight. The plate umpire is John Ortega. Swing and a miss.
Another one.
Struck out the side.
But they get their first hit of the ball game. Do the Thunder, but they still trail 5-0. As we head to the bottom of the second, we'll have Ashley Adams leading things off, and then the top of the order again. Here at Southwest Park, or as it's also called, the Marion Hill Softball Complex.
Yes. Yes, it is officially the Marion Hill Softball Complex at Southwest Park.
Southwest Park.
Yeah,
Go
couldn't
ahead.
name the whole park for her, but the city did approve the change of the complex to be named after her, and there's a nice little plaque down there.
This game taking place at the Northwest Field here.
Also known as Field Number
Field
3.
number 3. Right.
The Big 3.
Maybe they'll name this field after you, right?
One never knows. I mean, they named Field 1 after my father.
Okay.
It's officially known as Jim Hill Field, and Field 2 named after Frances Dodson. She was our next-door neighbor that, at the time, that co-founded the league. She and my mother and my father are all in the Irving Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Irving is going to name something after Bob and I eventually. It'll probably be at the city dump.
Only after we leave. It'll be goodbye and good riddance.
The ceremonial door.
Don't let the door hit you on the back on the way out.
On the glutamus maximus, yes.
As has happened to us plenty of times in broadcasting, hasn't it?
Oh, man. I'll tell you. Can laugh about it now.
Oh, yeah, but...
I was just noticing, I was going to mention too, the Mustangs are the older of the 2 teams. They're the second year 14 and under team. Thunder has just moved up.
Okay.
The one thing that's very, I don't know if important's the right word, but well, yeah, it is. Mustangs, they've got about 9 kids that have played with them for over 5 years. I mean, this core group of kids has been together forever.
Round ball to the third baseman. Up throws, 1 away.
And there's a lot to be said for that
Definitely.
cohesiveness in the team setting.
So Ashley Adams is out on the first pitch, and a nice play made by Christy Nagel, the third baseman. And that'll bring up Amber Rule. Amber popped up to third her first time up.
Amber is one of the, is a kid that's actually going to go to Nimitz next year.
I'm sure Mike Dyson very happy to hear that.
Yeah.
For the way she pitches.
We were talking about how the uniform numbers are assigned or who gets to pick them. Yeah, Amber says she chose her uniform number because it was the only good number left.
The only good number, 19? Huh.
I'm curious about her definition of good numbers,
Well,
but,
and-
you know.
And of the literally thousands of numbers available, see, this is the only good one left.
19 is
Yeah, we all got our little superstitions.
Yep.
High fly ball, left center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Bounces away from the center fielder, but she picks it up quickly and gets it back in. So there's one out, one on as Rule reaches first on the single, and Abby Wilburn will come to the plate. Abby singled and scored her first time up.
You've been in this community all your life, haven't you?
that is true, yeah.
Boy, you've really seen some changes over the years. Amazing.
Yeah, it does. Well, even just the changes around this ballpark.
Swing and a miss by Wilburn.
And this park is over 30 years old. We moved over here in '68
Where did you play before?
at Lively, behind the,
Up at the library?
yeah,
The Armory.
yep. Had that's one baseball field there, but it was divided up at one time into it's either 3 or 4 different fields. There were littler fields for the younger kids.
1-1 to count on Wilburn. Hannah White waiting on deck. Rip to right field, a hit and run, base hit. Rule will make the turn and go to third. And again, the throw goes to the pitcher, and the runner is able to move up. Yet another miscue. That's an error on the right fielder to allow the runner to move up.
It's very important, obviously, to know what you're going to do with the ball when you get it, and then to make the good throw.
There's no one to cut the ball off because the ball is thrown toward the pitcher's mound, and no one's at the pitcher's mound.
Yep. And that's the second time we've seen that tonight. Pitch is a called strike to Hannah White. So runners on at second and third. There is one out. White singled her first time up. Came around to score.
I see your mom and dad are leaving.
Yeah,
Pocket foul backing out of play.
yeah. I was just excited to see Mother
yeah,
get out and
Definitely. Yeah.
and watch a little bit.
Mhm.
They usually come out once or twice, and then at awards night, they'll come out and be introduced, and they'll sit out on the field. But Mother can't take heat, a whole lot of heat.
I understand that. Swing and a miss. Up high, and she goes down on strikes, and there's one away, or two away.
I was just excited that they came out. You know, that was pretty cool. I was not expecting that at all.
Lauren Petrick will come to the plate. As I remember, her sister I thought wore 00 at MacArthur too. Maybe wrong.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
You know, that it would be pretty rare that happens.
You may be wrong.
Nice let up that time, called strike.
You may be wrong, but you may be right.
Oh. I wonder if we can make a song out of that. I'll tell you what, I'll send it to my friend Billy Joel. Perhaps he can come up with something out of it. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Nice job here by Arnett of changing speeds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about her number. Says I chose my number because my sister wore it.
And there she is. Yeah.
Yep, there she is.
Carmen. Scott Snyder thinking she's an Aggie. 1-2 the count meantime on her sister.
And that's a good thing, by the way, to be thought of as an Aggie. Thank you very
I
much.
said it was bad.
Yeah, boy,
just
you
one.
got to have the grades to get in that school. That's for sure.
Center fielder is over in left center. It's
Base
ripped to
hit.
left field. A base hit. One run is in. Another runner coming around. They're going to score. And they throw to home plate long after she scores, and the runner moves up to second. The Thunder just making all kinds of
They're
mental
mental.
mistakes tonight. That's at least the fourth time tonight that they've just thrown to the wrong place. The outfielder or the cutoff people not playing a heads-up game, and as a result, they're trailing 7-0 here in the second inning. Randy Rogers will step up. It's a bug, Bob. Kill it, for
It's a
goodness
spider.
sakes.
It's a spider.
Well, kill it, for goodness
I never
sakes.
kill spiders. They eat insects.
Yeah, they don't eat enough of them. They deserve it.
Not because people like you kill them. That's what I mean.
If they don't kill them fast enough, then they're no good. Ground ball to short. Up throws.
Nice stretch
Yep.
into the plate.
Nice dig, and the side is retired.
Yep, nice dig at first base.
2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base, or 1 girl left on base. Watch it again.
Kind of jammed her that time. Hit it off the handle, and a good stretch by the first baseman.
Yeah, those are some of the hardest plays in the world to make, are those that ball thrown at your feet.
Absolutely.
Nice sky right there. Looks very pretty, doesn't it? Sun
Yeah, it
having
does.
set.
We are supposed to get some rain tonight, later though.
Let's hope so.
That's
Yeah.
it. All I want to do is just in 45 minutes it can rain its head off. That's all I care.
Yeah, as long as it stops so by Saturday or so, and my fields are ready to play again on Monday. That's all I care. Do what it wants on the
we
weekend.
all have our agendas, Rock. I just care about getting this game, man.
Well, me too.
I don't get paid for those ones on Saturday.
I just want to have the field ready to play Monday.
Yeah, pardon me for being a selfish jerk.
Well, as am I. Aren't
Hey,
we
it
all
comes
in our own?
with the testosterone.
Yeah.
We're men. It comes that way.
Yes,
At least that's what my wife tells me all the time.
that's why I love the Man Show on Comedy Central. If I can throw the plug in for that, it's a wonderful show. It's the men's answer to The View.
You're telling me 4 guys sit around talking on a sofa?
You, 2 guys, and you got to watch it to understand it. You seen it, Rock?
I've seen some
Yeah,
of
see,
it.
there you go.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm talking
I
about?
do
don't you?
understand what you're talking about. It's,
Has it got subtitles so I can understand?
Bob, it's very visual, Bob.
Yeah,
you,
I
you don't need subtitles, trust
yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's called The Man Show. It has to be very visual.
The closing segment is always girls on trampolines.
Girls on trampoline.
Need I say more?
Something to offend everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except a true man.
Yeah.
Top of the 3rd inning coming up.
Got some changes coming up, too.
Letitia Maya,
I'm assuming they're going to wait
Christy
for
Nagel, and Tara Weathers are scheduled to come up here. Thought we wouldn't make any changes here. I mean, we got to let the girls who get at least 1 in bat.
Yeah, most coaches do. Give them at least 1 swing.
Certainly.
Sure. Plus 43 minutes are left in the game,
Yeah.
for goodness sakes. So plenty of time to get them in. So Letitia Amaya comes to the plate. Little ground ball and the whole base hit. Second hit of the ball game. Off rule, and this is the way rallies are started.
Yeah, maybe that's the spark that Thunder needs to get going.
Christy Nagel will come to the plate. 1 on, nobody out. Amber Rule now steps out of the circle just to kind of compose herself and get that competitive fire going. Throws a nice hummer there. Well, see, that little concentration work there.
Uh-huh. You do what it takes to keep yourself focused.
Used to be a pitcher in baseball by the name of Al Robowski, the Mad
The Mad
Hungarian, they called him.
Yep.
And he used to go off the pitcher's mound and walk towards second base, and he'd turn around, take his hat off, and look down for a little bit. Then he'd just kind of be in kind of meditation for, I don't know, maybe about 15 seconds. Then he'd take the ball in the hand, slam it in his glove, turn around, and kind of march
Stomp
to the
to
hill.
yeah. If I was a pitcher, I'd probably be doing the same thing, but it was more hoping that they wouldn't make me go back to the mound.
Well, Al was
Be
a pretty good
walking
relief
off.
pitcher for a couple of years
Yeah, he
there.
was.
In the mid-'70s. Had a good act. He's a broadcaster in St. Louis right now for KMOX Radio.
Is he really?
I remember,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
Nagel up, meantime, with a 1-strike count on her. Here's the next one. Fouled that one off, and she's behind 0-2. I think Robowski does the post-game shows for the Cardinals, where everybody calls in. And right now, I imagine Cardinal fans are very happy. The Cards are doing well. They're in first place. And well, have they caught the Cubs yet? I don't know. Pitch is up high. But
Cubs lost again today, so they've lost 3 in a row to Houston.
Cardinals doing very well without Mark McGuire and Rick Ankiel. One, two, the count on Nagel. Here's the next one. High fly ball, left center field. And coming on strong.
Oh, nice.
Nice play. Second nice play by Ashley Adams in left field. Little snow cone job there. And there's one away.
Ashley had a long run, but she got there just in time.
Watch this again. This is highlight material here. Adams comes a long, long way, and in the immortal words of Mel Allen, how about that? First pitch inside, ball 1 to Tara Weathers. You see the movie on HBO 61? No, you didn't? Okay. They had a guy doing an imitation of Mel Allen, who was absolutely horrible imitation.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's awful. Little ground ball past the pitcher. Going to be tough. Ain't going to get her. Infield hit. We'll give Weathers a base hit on that. So now you have runners on at first and second. We'll watch this one more time.
Let's see if I...
She does.
Yeah,
looks
she
like she got a
did.
glove on it there.
Yeah, Rule did kind of knock it down a little bit. Second baseman did all she could. Tried to barehand the ball, but...
Would have gone into center fielder had she not flagged it down. so.
Right. Definitely a base hit.
First and second, 1 out. We're in the top of the third inning. Thunder trailing by 7. There are 39 minutes remaining in this game, so this is an important at-bat for the Thunder. They need to get some runs on the board.
Yeah, they need to score at least 1 or 2 here just to...
Keep themselves in contention, so if they get later in the game, they can still have a whack at them. Swing and a miss by Misty Lindemood. 1-1 to count on Misty.
See if they can employ the peck-away theory here.
Swing and a miss. As the rules state, you can only score 6. The maximum you can score is 6 in an inning. So even if they were to have a big inning, the Mustangs are still going to be leading as they go to the bottom of the third. Nice pitch.
Yes.
And Lindemood gets a K, enters 2 away. And Kate Cohagen will step up. Kate, another one who has that uniform tied behind her back there.
Kate's another one of the big, strong hitters that Thunder has. If I recall, we watched Thunder last year on the Game of the Week, and Kate had a home run.
Well, she got a swing and a miss there. As Miss Rule blew it by her. Ground ball to short. Nice picnic hop. And the side is retired as Rogers makes the play. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left.
You were talking about the mad Hungarian, Robowski. When you think of guys as athletes, if you just saw him, even in his heyday, he did not look like an athlete. In Portland, Oregon, they have the Oregon Sports Hall of Fame, and they've got a big picture of a guy who is from Oregon and had a very nice career. And when you mentioned Brabowski, it reminded me of this guy, Mickey Lolich.
Oh, yeah.
Because if ever a guy looked unathletic, it was Lolich. But he had some great years for the Tigers.
Oh, yeah. The joke was when, you know, Lolich went to the mound, the people used to shout, hey, one man to a pair of pants out there. But Lolich was a workhorse. In fact, one year he had 370 some odd innings pitched.
My goodness.
Yeah, isn't that something in these
incredible.
days and times when a workhorse pitcher throws 260 innings a year?
Well, now a quality start, 6 innings.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
370 some odd innings in 1 year. And Mickey Lolich
He's a very successful
very apropos,
businessman,
he became a businessman selling donuts after he left.
And fortunately for him, he didn't eat up all the profits.
Yeah, he just made a lot of them, that's all.
Yeah, that's like the that ice cream slogan. We eat all we can and we sell the rest.
Yeah, Bluebell. One of the best things about moving to Texas was Bluebell ice cream. I got to confess to you that there is no ice cream tastes better.
Yeah, I agree.
Period. I mean, Ben and Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, they're okay, but
No, they're not Bluebell.
no, it's just not there. So, bottom of the third, and Jessica Bowie leads things off. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Jessica singled her last time up, got an RBI, and later came around to score. Jessica Bowie, Jackie Batcher, and Christy Melton. 6, 7, 8 hitters in the order, and that's pitched downstairs. 2-0 the count. Nice breeze, or bleeze if you please. Nice breeze blowing out towards right field. Ground ball to short. 2-hopper, whoops, through the wicket, and yet another error by the Thunder. That is the 4th error of the ball game on the Thunder, in addition to numerous mental errors they've made.
Yep.
And as a result, they're trailing 7-0, and you get a good reason why. Well, sometimes you have these ball games where
where it just doesn't.
It's not your
work.
day.
Yeah.
You have a bad game. Up the middle, base hit. The runner around second, on her way to third. The throw is under there, and now the runner moves up again. That's just been kind of how the whole day has gone for the Thunder.
That one
Instead of first and third, now you got to run it.
I really can't blame her for going after the runner that time. She had a
close.
legitimate shot.
It was close.
I think she just waited a step too long to decide. And then, of course, the throw was high.
Yep. And we're going to have a pitching change. Mustang players wearing those tie-dye socks. Wow, man, dig it, man. Oh, far out, man. Tie-dye, man. Dig it, dig it, dig it.
I thought it was a terrible skin condition on that young woman. I wasn't going to say anything. I felt sorry for her. But wow. Talk about getting out in the sun too much.
And number 33 has come to the hill to pitch. This is Megan Thompson. Rocky, what you know about this young lady?
I was just trying to figure that out. I have not seen Megan pitch this year because
Boy, she
I've
looks so
only
young
seen
out there.
Nikki Arnett's the only pitcher I've seen them throw. She doesn't usually get hammered like she is tonight.
You know what? She's really not getting hammered. I mean, she's just had a lot of bad support behind her.
But they have been, the balls that have been hit hard. That's really my my point there.
Yeah, but you get good defense behind you in that.
In a lot of cases, yeah. I mean, you had that error there, and you've got the throwing errors.
Christy Melton is bunting there, and it went through it, and evens the count at a ball and a strike. Oh, we changed batters? Okay. This is Rivera who's the hitter, excuse me. This is Andy Rivera.
And it would have been nice if the official scorer had gotten that to us a little bit sooner.
We can't keep up with this. I'm sorry, Shantae. We're talking about tie-dye socks here. We got more important things to worry about than who's in the ballgame. Ground ball to short. The run's going to come in to score. They tag the runner going third. That's a good play.
Yes, it was.
It's a good play by the shortstop. It's a terrible running play by the base runner.
Yep. No reason to be running there. Yeah, this
so
should
Rivera
be
reaches on the fielder's choice. This is really bizarre.
It does. Let's see if we can tell if she really does.
Yep, she did, just on the back there.
Yeah.
And regardless of what we think, it's Mr. Humma's call out there. And I thought that was a really nice presence of mind.
Yes.
To pick the ball up and make that tag.
Absolutely. So one away, and little ground ball foul for Ashley Adams.
And it's very important never to give up on the play. Even
Ashley,
after you bobble the ball, you still know, she had presence of mind to know that there was still another play that could be made. And that's very important, especially for the younger players to think about.
Now here's the thing. Amber Rule has had two very nice plays by Ashley Adams in left field here tonight. And that's one of the reasons why they're winning, or two of the reasons why they're winning,
Right.
and by 8-0 count now.
Yeah. Yeah, because their outfield covers some ground out there.
Yep.
They see a ball up in the air and they chase it down. It's the most fun thing in the world to be an outfielder and make a long running catch.
Speed is the one thing you cannot teach. You can teach people how to field, how to throw, how to hit. Can't teach them how to run fast. You either got it or you don't. Foul that one off, 0-2 the count. That's one of the biggest changes in baseball over the last 100 years. In the early part of the century, you know, they didn't have a lot of the speedy guys in the outfield that they do now. So a lot of those hits that might have dropped in for Rogers Hornsby 80 years ago when he hit 424 wouldn't be dropping into that.
Now, right.
Swing and a miss. Quick throw down to second, and she is out from here to Carroll.
Nice throw.
Yep.
Nice throw.
And that was an excellent presence of mind again by the catcher, because it was a drop third strike. The runner can't go with the runner taken off for second base. Well, maybe she didn't drop it. I saw the dirt. But anyway, that's just a perfect throw.
Wow. One run, one hit, one error, nobody left on base. We go to the fourth inning of action, and it's the Mustangs leading this by a score of 8-0.
Getting back to let's make mention of the fact of these organizations that make these broadcasts possible, notably our sponsors.
Good idea.
And we will start off with the charter sponsor for the game of the week, and that would be Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning. The charter sponsor designation means that this organization has been with us since this all began back in September of 1983. And let's also make mention of the Baylor Medical Center at Irving, an affiliate of the Baylor Healthcare System. And as always, we thank these organizations for making these broadcasts possible. The ball players of today, and I started following baseball back in the 40s when I saw my first major league games, are much faster.
Oh, yeah.
Today, they're much stronger. And one of the things that works in their advantage defensively, they have humongous gloves now. They didn't have that back in the 40s.
Yeah, I mean, you look at those little things that barely covered the fingers. And
yeah, definitely.
so, you know, they're making plays that they couldn't have made. You know.
They're making plays for a variety of reasons. They're faster.
Yeah.
The gloves are better.
Exactly.
Yeah, the equipment's better. Yeah. But there's no doubt they're much faster.
And another thing, too, is the training. The players are in much better condition. Before, baseball was the players only played, you know, during the season and the off season. They really didn't work out.
Yeah.
No,
they all went out to get regular jobs because
Exactly.
they weren't earning huge salaries.
Right.
Yes.
So when they went to spring training, a lot of them were just really out of condition. Today, of course, you know, they're earning millions and millions of dollars, and only a fool would let himself get badly out of shape. 8-0 here in the top of the fourth. Amy Groves goes after it, and strike one. The umpire ruled she went around.
Yeah, Amy didn't think so, and she said, "That's a strike." And he said, "Yep."
Well, I'd given her the strike too, yeah. Anytime that bat gets far enough out there, you call the strike. It's away 1-1. The reason why, even if you don't, the old thing, hey, I didn't break my wrist. So what? Half swings and
Right.
you know have resulted in pop flies that bounce into the outfield for a base hit. So to me, always when I was umpiring, if the bat is out over the plate, then it's a strike.
Yeah.
2-1 to count. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth, and a swing and a miss. 2-2 the count on Amy Groves. It'll be Groves, Nikki Arnett. Well, no, she won't. And Randy Sonnenberg. Megan Thompson will be the next hitter. Unless he made a double switch at the time. Downstairs. Three balls and two strikes on Amy Groves, who struck out her first time up. On the corner, she struck out again.
Tough pitch.
Yes, it was. She really brought it that time.
5 strikeouts in the ball game now for Amber Rule. There's one away, and
Nikki Arnett
Nikki Arnett will hit next. Maybe Nikki moved to another position. Oh, she's playing left field now. Okay. Arnett takes a pitch downstairs, ball 1. Got a base hit her first time up.
And I have a feeling that's one of the reasons why they did not want to take her out of the lineup.
Don't want to lose
This
that
girl
stick.
looks like she can hit.
Yes, she is a good hitter.
Yeah, she's not cheated on those swings.
Swing and a miss. Evens the count of a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike, one out here in the top half of the fourth. One, two, the count.
Yeah, you are right. She is not getting cheated at all.
No, she takes her guts.
25 minutes remaining in this game. Downstairs, the count now is 2-2. Outfield plays her straight away. Up against the screen, and the count is full at 3-2. Nice Rick Ankiel pitch there. One of those guys in baseball you hope turns it around. So much talent, but now he's just got that mental thing. Ground ball, foul, as they have so dubbed it Steve Blass disease. Blass, a pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 1970s, who was a very fine pitcher, had a wonderful World Series. The next year he came back. He developed a mental block and couldn't throw strikes and was out of baseball in 6 months.
Incredible, yeah.
And wasn't he the World Series MVP that year, Bob?
Yes, he was.
Wow.
Fouled it back.
He was just overpowering.
Yeah. Just really coming into his own as a pitcher. I mean, he was only 28, 29 years of age.
Good grief.
And then just lost it. 3-2 the count. One out here. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. So Ms. Arnett is 2 for 2 tonight. And Randy Sonnenberg will come to the plate.
Now batting, Randy Sonnenberg.
Randy struck out her first time up. Thunder absolutely needs to score about 3 or 4 runs here if they have any hope at winning this game. Ground ball into the hole, it's short. Rogers through her legs. And now you have runners on as Sonnenberg reaches on the air.
Yep, Thunder refusing to give up, keeps coming back, getting the base hits.
That is only the first error of the ball game committed by the Mustangs. First pitch is downstairs to Megan Thompson. Runners on at first and second. Thompson showing bunt. Thompson chokes up on that bat, now going to bunt, puts down a good one. Only play to first base. The sacrifice is complete. Quick throw back. But now there's 2 away. And if you're asking yourself, well, why are you doing that when you're so many runs down? You need to get 2 runs home to have a mathematical shot at winning this ball game. With a 6-run rally rule. Foul that back.
Well, and basically
Letitia
you have to realize that after 5 innings, if Thunder is losing by 8 or more runs, this game's over. So they've got to score some runs to prevent that.
21 minutes remaining in the ball game. Swing and a miss. Now, fortunately, the second baseman as the throw went through. Nice heads-up play by the second baseman there. Abby Wilburn. 0-2 the count on Letitia Amaya.
Here comes the fastball.
Ground ball to short. Rogers guns her down and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 men left on base. And now you get to the point where it's almost mathematically.
Well, I mean, there's still 2 innings left, but they absolutely have to keep Mustangs from scoring now.
Yeah.
And then they have to score at least
2 runs.
They've got to score at least 1, but 2.
Yeah.
To even have a shot at winning the game.
Well, to win the game, they're going to have to score 3 runs in this inning, at least.
Next
right.
inning,
Right. So that if they get into the 6th inning, they could score 6 and win it 9-8.
Of course, they could always tie and go in extra innings, but we don't like to talk about that.
We're not gonna go there.
No. On the other side of the coin, if they don't score in this top of the 5th inning, this ball game is over because of the 8-run rule.
Yep. Absolutely.
All up to Megan Thompson right now. She's got to hold down the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And you see the young lady on the right, Janet Grivnitz.
Yeah, I haven't seen Janet in a while.
Janet, very fine athlete at Irving High, and then went on to Dallas Baptist and set all kinds of. She first went to SMU, then went to the University of Dallas and set all kinds of scoring records.
Yep, they've got her jersey up on the wall.
Scored over 50 points in one ball game, in a basketball game.
Tremendous athlete.
Yeah.
And she played ball down here.
Leading things off here is Amber Rule in the top half of or bottom half of the 4th inning. Rule has singled and popped up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a basketball coach. 8th grade, I believe, basketball coach at Travis Junior High. So she's out here watching a lot of these Mustang kids because she's coached them.
Yeah.
It was delightful to watch her play. Boy, she was a player.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh. This tough as nails. I mean, you talk about a gal with a lot of gumption out there.
Yeah.
Pitch up high, 1-2.
You could tell it certainly if you've never even seen her play, but you're rather observant. You could tell it with the floor burn she had all over her legs.
Oh yeah, she did.
Man,
literally.
Whoa.
But she would dive after balls all the time. She had that kind of attitude. Rip, base hit.
This kid can pitch and she can hit.
Well, she's 2 out of 3 tonight. And Abby Wilburn, who is 2 for 2, comes to the plate.
Yeah, I think Mike Dyson is going to be very happy to see Amber come to class.
Even more fun to see her come to play.
Well, being, you know, attending his school, that's going to be nice for him.
Foul ball. Can never have enough good pitching.
Yeah, and Nimitz always seems to have the good pitching.
Yep, and they will next year because Kelly Dyson returns. And
Yeah,
she pitched a lot of quality innings this year for Nimitz.
she'll be the mainstay next year,
Right.
and probably for the next 3.
Into left field, there's another base hit. So Abby Wilburn now 3 for 3 tonight. Runners on at first and second, and Hannah White will come to the plate. Hannah has singled and struck out.
Now batting, Hannah White.
Yeah, Whitney Emmons, the
Swing
batter,
and a
up,
miss.
says the 2 people she looks up to the most are Cal Ripken and Lisa Fernandez. Lisa Fernandez, of course,
The
being the
softball player.
softball great pitcher, third baseman, tremendous athlete.
Oh, 1 to count. Ground ball up the middle, base hit.
The shortstop could not make the play because she and the base runner going from second to third collided.
Incidental
Collided, yeah.
contact because the runner is allowed to run to third
Definitely.
base and the baselines, and this is what happened here. I don't know whether we can see it or not. The ground ball, but watch the shortstop and the runner collide there, but you can't call interference because the runner made it, and the runner was not intentionally trying to interfere with the play of the ball.
Right.
So now the bases are loaded. The Thunder is going to come in. You have
Yeah.
their shortstop and second baseman come in for the play at the plate.
Yeah.
They have to cut it off.
Yeah, they've
Otherwise,
got no
you're getting
choice.
to the point where it'll be a 10-0 ball game. Called strike to
Petrick.
Petrie. No, 29. This is Paige Campbell. Campbell playing for the first time tonight, takes a pitch outside. 1-1 to count. Otherwise, they'll get run ruled if next inning if they don't score, and the Mustangs come up with 2 runs.
And Paige is one that'll be going to Nimitz next year as well.
Swing and a miss.
Says the thing she's the most proud of is she's #1 in her class.
Well, I'd be proud of that.
Yeah.
Not that I'd know what that feels like.
I know, me either.
Not that I came close. Foul that one off, and the count will stay the same, 1-2.
This is an interesting comment. She chose her number because it's everyone in her family's birthday.
Really?
Well, that's
They're all
Yeah.
born on the
one of those
29th.
great
huh?
oddities.
I'm gonna guess probably not February 29th.
Yes,
but,
exactly.
I mean, that
Well,
would
you
be
never know.
extremely odd, but
Ground ball to the shortstop, off her glove. Another run scores. A
2
second
runs.
run coming around to score.
Don't.
And now it's 10-0 on the air.
I'm sorry, I was sitting there saying, don't throw the ball to home. The runner's already scored. I thought the center fielder was going to try and throw home.
Yeah, so at least this time the runners didn't move up. It's 10-0 now is the score, and so if the Thunder does not score in the top half of the 5th inning, the game will be over.
And they can score twice and it's still over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. Popped up. Infield fly rule is in effect. Batter is automatically out. The runners run at their own risk, and there's 1 away. The infield fly rule is called when there's runners on first and second, or first, second, and third, and less than 2 out. And in the opinion of the umpires, an easily catchable ball by the infielder
In fair territory.
in fair territory. Strike 1 as Jessica Bowie was trying to bunt that time.
You were talking about this young lady, everyone born on the 29th in her family. Mike Reiner of the ticket.
Yeah.
His daughter's born on February 29th. Jordan.
Ball gets away. So she's like, what, 3 years old or something that now?
I always love that when Leap Year's Day comes around and people start saying, well, this person's 14 years old. You know, how old is this pie? And then, of course, they tell you, yeah.
Right.
Well, that's in dog years. Pitch up high. 2-1 to count.
I tell people I'm 12 years old because I'm going to celebrate the 12th anniversary of my 29th birthday.
To the shortstop. Tries to run after her, and they don't. Did she run out of the baseline?
No.
They're going to say no. So Jessica Bowie reaches on the fielder's choice.
Now batting Jackie Batcher.
And Jackie Batcher. With runners on the corners, we would expect Bowie to be running here. There she goes, but Batcher fouls it off, so she'll have to go back and do it again. Popped up. Infield fly rule not in effect here. Yes, they get the double play. They said Jessica Bowie did not get back in time.
Let's
Watch it one more time on the replay.
Let's see this on the replay.
Heads up play by the shortstop, and yes, she was out.
She was back.
Nah.
Well, I'll put it this way. It was close.
It was close, but I think she got back.
Well, try it again.
Go for 2 out of 3. Her foot's
She
there.
was back. Yeah, she was back.
Okay.
But by the same token, it appears to me that both teams have cleared the field and they are changing sides now. Doesn't matter what we think.
Well, the point is somewhat new. I mean, it's 11 and
It's
nothing.
11
it
to
really
nothing,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. And we will have a new pitcher come in. Number 9.
Jackie
Number
Batcher.
9, Jackie Batcher.
Now, if Jackie had attended my old high school, we were great for giving people nicknames. Her nickname would be You. No doubt
You
about
Batcher?
it.
You Batcha.
You Batcha. Oh, yeah. Yep. No doubt about it.
There will be a bunch of girls hear that, and we'll probably give her that name. Hey,
I
you.
doubt it. They have too much class. That was one thing we didn't have in my school, class.
Well, of course. Hey, you were from Brooklyn.
Hey, listen, when the team mascot's the Thug, does that tell you something? Your outstanding football player played left tire tool. It tells you something about the neighborhood.
Yeah. And at Ebbets Field, they had free whiskey and handgun night. Yes.
Ebbets Field is going to be
good.
immortalized on a stamp. The U.S. Postal Service coming out with a series of 34-cent stamps on famous ballparks.
Ah.
Fenway will be one. Wrigley will be one. Ebbets Field is another. Yankee Stadium. I can hardly wait. They'll come out on the 27th of July.
They're going to do this before they raise the rates again.
Well, the rates are going to be raised, but not for first-class postage. Be raised for postcards,
Yeah.
some other things. Boy, if they'd only raise it on junk mail, I'll tell you, that's what takes up so much.
Yeah,
But it's a losing battle, really, for
Yeah.
the post office. Email, faxes,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
what's killing them. That's
Yep.
what's really killing them. And that's not going to change, folks.
Nope. 11-0 here in the top half of the 5th inning. Batcher now pitching. Christy Nagel. Round ball to short. Rogers.
Ooh, bad hop.
Long throw.
Almost.
No.
Almost got her. It's a nice stretch at first base.
Yes, it was. It was a good throw and a nice stretch.
So what do you think? Hit or an error, folks?
Hit, bad error, bad hop. Doing.
Yeah, she was there in front of it,
Yeah.
and it just Yikes. I'm glad I wasn't making that call.
Terrell Weathers up. Weathers 1 out of 2, a base hit and a fly out. Man, that is a close stance. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Ball gets away, but runner's not going anywhere on an 11-0 ball game.
Yeah. I think she got screened by the catcher. She didn't know, couldn't see where the ball was.
Ground ball right back to the pitcher. They had the force play if they wanted it, but decided not to go for it.
Just make the easy play. You're up 11 runs, I guess.
She probably didn't even think about
Yeah,
it. Actually.
probably
I think it was-
not.
yeah.
Yeah. She's just her first, second batter she's faced the whole game.
That almost becomes
No.
a conditioned reflex. The ball hits back,
Yep,
and you pick
you
it
just
up and you throw
throw
it
to
first
first.
base. You don't
Yep.
even think about it.
Misty Lindemood up. Another one.
Now that's funny because this time she
Then
looked
she
back
looked
at
at second, yeah.
But she made the play.
It's a little smile on her face out there.
See, Ben looks at second. Hey, no one's at second. Better throw it to first. Yeah.
And Kate Cohagen could well be the last hitter in this ballgame.
Well, I'll tell you, the Mustangs are very impressive tonight.
Yeah,
Hit the ball
Yeah.
well.
they
fielded
came out
well.
hitting. And
They are, and the Thunder
yeah.
just had a bad game.
Yeah. They pitched well.
That's why they're leading 11-0. Swing and a miss by Cohagen, who is 0 for 2. Grounded out both times, once to the pitcher, another time to the shortstop. But of course, that was against Rule.
Sometimes that year age difference makes a big difference.
Sure.
Oh yeah, at this age, sure. Popped up. In foul territory. Oh,
Almost made a nice catch. Nice effort.
Hannah White could not make the play. (0-2) is the count on Cohagen. Amy Groves would like to get one more shot at it, I'm sure. We shall see. And Cohagen steps out. I don't know whether she asked for time or not, but the umpire did give it to her. You know, you must ask for time. You can just not step out of the box.
Yep, can't assume.
Let up, strike out. They'll have to throw her out at first. What was the catcher doing?
The catcher was sleeping.
Yeah, she was worried about the runner at third.
If you throw her out,
And
the
you got
game's
two
over.
outs and the game's over if you just throw it to first.
Now-
I'll bet she didn't think that she dropped the ball. Maybe. And that's the
Umpires talking
question.
things over.
She dropped it.
Yeah,
You
it
see
hit
her?
the
She did.
ground.
What?
I don't know what the question is. I thought that was. I wonder if we've got a replay.
Can we show it again, Scott?
We have it from the center field camera. Here's the replay.
No, she caught the
Wow,
ball.
she did have her glove under it.
She
Yeah,
did
she
catch
sure
the
did.
ball.
Yep.
Well,
No wonder.
yeah, no wonder she didn't do anything. She
Yeah.
didn't have to.
Well,
Uh-huh.
the umps blew the call.
Well, the base umpire certainly did.
They both blew it.
Well, the home plate
Yeah.
umpire, couldn't really see it.
Yeah, he's kind of
The base
screened by
umpire
that.
should have,
But
yeah.
Called strike. And the runner automatically moves up. Downstairs. Evens the count of the ball and a strike. Yeah. Umpires are human beings. They blow calls. Just like announcers.
Let me assure you, I've never met an umpire who wanted to be associated with an announcer. They are very picky. Those are fighting words, Brown.
Not true. Remember, Ron Luciano did become an umpire. Or, I mean, an announcer after
announcer.
being an umpire.
And what happened to him?
He died
killed
of a
him.
heart attack, didn't he?
He killed himself.
Oh, that's right. He killed himself.
Yeah.
That's right. 2-2 the count.
See, he realized, what have I done? Really
Yeah.
a shame. He seemed like such a
Yeah,
good
such a-
guy.
He really was
Personable.
one of the
You know,
nicest
and
guys.
you often wonder about these things. I guess
I don't
he had
know what his
1,000
personal problems were, but
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have them now.
Swing and a miss, and that's your ball game. 11-0 is the final score of tonight's ball game. Rock and Bob, what are your thoughts here?
Well, my thought is that the Mustangs made very few mistakes, played very well. They were good on the field. They had strong pitching. They had some timely hitting. And they took advantage of the mistakes that the Thunders made.
Yep, that's
that
the
was
mark
the
of a
difference
good
in the game. Yeah.
mark of a good club there.
Yeah.
So, hope you enjoyed the broadcast for our entire crew and Rocky Hill and Bob Berry. My name's Lance Brown. We thank you so much for watching, and good night from the Marion Hill Softball Complex at Southwest Park.